you guys do the shmoney dance. Is the shmoney dance gonna make it into Key and Peele season 4?
No
shmoney dance.
We didn't do it.
You know your market, my nigga.
Yo, what up? What's going on, my nigrumps?
1/8 black.
Afternoon, my octoroon. Come on, bring it in there. Tuck that.
Yeah, I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog.
You tucking
I'm
it in there?
dog.
But you tuck though. But you tuck though. You tuck it.
I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm in there.
All right. Nice to meet you, man.
What's going on, folks with nothing better to do? I'm Blockzilla and you're watching the No Judgment Zone. Today I have my guy Jordan Peele with me. What's going on, sir?
How you doing?
I am good, can't complain. I want to learn one of those cool handshakes that the rappers be doing, but that's another time.
All right.
Season 3. Key and
Season
Peele.
4.
Season 4. Oh,
I know why you did that, because we had 8 episodes, then 10, then 13.
Okay.
Now finally we have a full season, 21.
21, wow.
So now it's a real, actual, it could be, you can consider it season 1.
Which one of you guys are going to run off to Africa?
Oh, I'm planning. After this interview, I'm out.
You're out.
I'm gonna go just hang with Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
What type of things can we expect to see in season 4?
Season 4, we go to some, we like to go to dark places. We go to an Al Qaeda meeting. We go to we go some pretty crazy places. We also go some silly places. We're gonna bring Luther back. Obama's anger translator. In tonight's episode, we have a sketch where I play Reginald Vell Johnson.
Who's that?
Who is Carl on Family Matters.
Okay.
And it's about the horror that it must have been shooting Family Matters towards the end of that season.
How'd you go with that idea? Like towards the end of the show, that would have been horror because the show was just falling apart at that point.
It was falling apart. It was Steve Urkel and science fiction plots because Steve had taken over the show.
Yeah.
Now that idea, I was watching the Family Matters reruns about a few months ago, and I saw there was I saw one episode where Carl and Steve got turned into miniature versions of themselves. So it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and they're running around. I mean, there's literally a scene where they're sleeping on a piece of white bread with American cheese blanket over them. So I was like, oh hell no!
It's easy.
The very next episode that played right after that, they were in pirate times. So I'm like, what is going on? This is like Quantum Leap up in here.
Yeah.
And so I was, pitched this sketch to my friend Charlie, who's one of our writers, and together we wrote this.
Was it nervous for you when you guys first started? Because when the show first started, it was pretty much in the shadow of the Dave Chapelle Show, because everyone wanted or expected that, like, these are guys they're replacing Dave Chapelle. And so was it nervous when you guys first started?
I think we knew from the very beginning that we had to do something different than the Chapelle Show. We knew that comparison was going to be coming, and to be honest, there's that's a tough one because that show is such a monster. It's so iconic. It's just classic, and it is a big influence. But I think it turned out to be a positive for our show because we said, look, we can't do what could have been done 7 years ago. We have to make these sketches 2013, 2014 sketches that we could only do now, because that's the power of sketch, is you get to dedicate a contained budget, a contained amount of time to an idea that you can have a little bit more whimsy with what you choose to talk about.
Yeah.
You can talk about, like we could do a sketch about the last final season of Family Matters, and only in sketch can you commit to something that ridiculous and silly.
You guys go all out. One of my favorite sketches is The Substitute Teacher, which is crazy online. It's like 79 million views. What is that like, having a crazy online presence versus like having the show viewers?
It's a good thing. One of the things that can only happen now is that sketch and YouTube, sketch and online, they're a perfect match for each other. And because all of a sudden now you can share a sketch with somebody, and they don't have to They don't have to look any further. The idea and the sketch is right in front of them. So ultimately, we feel like, look, this is a fortunate thing that we are the show that gets to do sketch comedy right now of all times.
Yes.
It hurts DVD sales.
I can imagine.
But it's a blessing because I think more people have seen our show because you can see it very easy. You can see it in an elevator ride.
Yeah. My staff chewed me out one day because we have interns started in, and with one intern I was like, Jaquella. And they were like, that's not her name. I was like, no, it's Jaquella. She gets it. What's your name? She's like, Jaquella. And like, but they had no clue what I was talking about. I had to tell them, like, yo, boom. That idea, like, how difficult or easy was it for you to keep your composure? Because when dude said Balake, I lost it.
Yeah.
It's like when you guys are on set, how do you keep your composure? Does anyone break?
Oh, we break all the time. All the time. And the best sketches are the ones where, we're editing out. We have to edit out us breaking.
Yeah.
Something about those moments, the audience can feel it. They can feel if we're having fun.
Right. You guys did you guys meet on Mad TV?
We met a year before Mad TV.
A year before Mad TV. So what was that relationship building like when you guys were doing Mad TV?
When we were doing Mad TV, I mean, honestly, Keegan, he's an amazing performer. And he had some characters that immediately hit. For me, it was a little bit more of a struggle. Like I had to write myself onto the show. At some point, we were always friends, but as our professional relationship, our artistic relationship, really started as an effort to put together a sketch that we knew couldn't be cut from the show. So that was I don't know if you remember, but the superstitious basketball players. We basically did step routines to break hexes before a basketball.
They really be doing it.
They really be doing it.
I remember Jeremy Lin and Landry would do a whole bunch of open Bibles. They would do a whole bunch of crazy shit with open Bibles before it's crazy.
We were ahead of our time there.
So what about some of the stuff that's going on today? Because you said you guys go to dark places. Yeah. There's ISIS, there's Ebola, there's the Malaysian Airlines. Can we expect to see any of that on this season?
You know what? We deal with we have a couple sketches talking about terrorism. Unfortunately, there's part of our show that part of the unique process of our show is we have to write it all in about 3 months, and then we shoot it all.
Yeah.
So the sketches are already written. We can tweak things here or there, but unfortunately, Ebola.
That shit just broke.
That just broke.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be able to do that, but we go to the good news is that frees us up to do material that we call evergreen.
Yeah.
Which means in 3 years you watch it, you don't have to be like, oh man, no.
Right.
You had to know what was going on at that time.
Yeah. Now some of your shit is really, really elaborate. Like you guys do multiple character changes. That got to be aggravating sometimes. Like you got to put on different wigs and different makeup. That takes a long time. How do you handle that?
I mean, not very well. The craziest thing is, we're producing the show, we're writing the show, we're performing in it, and all day we have 3 people just on us. So somebody's replacing the makeup, somebody's replacing the hair, somebody's doing the wardrobe. Yeah. So it's like you just get used to. Now I'm at a point where somebody's not leading me to the next place I have to be. I will stay stationary, just in an airport. Just like
I can imagine it's like how when you see like the late night the feed these children in Africa and they just have the flies on them and they're not even bothering them. Yeah. That must what it be like for makeup. Like it's just like people on you and just like
that's it.
It's chilling, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And we have it's funny you mentioned that. We do have a sketch coming up about those ads as well.
That's crazy. Yeah. You guys, do you find it hard to do you feel like you guys have broken into like the hip hop culture or the black society, or is it still like difficult for you guys?
Well, I think the main thing to me is that culture is evolving as this show even happens. So I think that there's still a large group of Key and Peele fans that don't know they're Key and Peele fans out there.
I think so too.
And I think that that's one of the beautiful things about the internet is that, you know, eventually you're gonna get sent that Key and Peele sketch that converts.
Right. Bobby Shmurda, who was on this show, 3 million views for Bobby Shmurda.
So.
He has a thing called "I Think That I'm Tom Cruise." he's on his Tom Cruise bit. Did you guys do the Shmoney dance? Is the Shmoney dance gonna make it into Key and Peele season 4?
No
Shmoney dance.
We didn't do it.
You know your market, my nigga. No. Yeah, but I'm excited about seeing it. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. I need some of those white girl groupies.
I'll pass them by.
I like my women like my wine, white.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I have to say that this. Black women are a huge part of it. Black women like our show a little bit more than black men.
Really?
Yeah, because I think
They don't like nothing.
Well, they like them some Key and Peele. ask around.
Okay.
I think because, you know, we a lot of the time we'll make fun of black men.
Oh, Little Homie. Little Homie.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. You gotta see Little Homie.
Yeah, Little Homie that's a passion project.
Yeah.
You know, because I created this puppet, Little Homie, I was meant to be or his name was Reggie back in the day before this sketch. But it was meant to be my roommate and sort of like an Alf. And he was like kind of like my ghetto roommate that had a better social life than I did, and you know was from this hood called Puppet Town. And so I wrote this pilot, and this my friend Colton Dunn, one of the writers on the show, sort of adapted that pilot into this sketch.
That was pretty cool.
Great, yeah.
Little Homie.
Thanks, man.
Can you do the Little Homie voice?
Yo, what up? What's going on, my niggrumps?
Who are some of your comedic inspirations?
My comedic inspirations, big one in Living Color was huge.
That was funny
for both of us.
Yeah.
And Martin Lawrence was really huge.
Let's cut you off.
Yeah.
Why do all black comedians have to dress as women before they blow up? They've all done it. They've all done it.
It's an interesting question. You know, Chapelle didn't.
Okay.
No, I don't think that black comedians have to dress up as women. But let's put it this way: if it's funny, a comedian is going to do it. If they have a character, every comedian is very familiar with several people in their life. I think a lot of these comedians dress up like women. It's based on somebody that they were raised by, and that somebody who they know, a sister, an aunt, a grandma. So I think part of it is probably has something to do with the fact that, you know, our dads weren't around.
Yeah.
So we got to make fun of all we know.
Season 4, Key and Peele, Comedy Central. Check your local listings. That's our show, folks. Join us next week when we throw a roll of damp quarters at 6th graders while they pick their nose on the bus.
Is that real?
Yeah, we're gonna throw damp quarters at them. Yeah. Why not?
What's up? It's Jordan Peele. You're watching No Judgment Zone. Before you do, definitely subscribe to Global Grind TV.
I wasn't allowed to watch PG-13 movies. I'm pretty sure MTV was blocked.
It was about time. Yeah. That's what's up. And you got a great shout out from Kylie Jenner. You saw that? That was insane.